Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Cammy from CammysCraftiques. I'd like to start off this video by thanking all of you who have joined in and watched any of my videos, given me a thumbs up, left me a comment, and shared my video even. For those of you that are new to my channel, my name is Cammy. I am a part-time reseller on Poshmark, eBay, and Mercari. I'm a full-time banker. So that's what I do most of the time. Today's video is going to be a local thrift haul. So if you are a new viewer and you like local thrift hauls and thrifting and vintage and not vintage and unboxings like Goodwill, ThredUp, and such, please consider subscribing to my channel. And if you like dogs and Boston Terriers and cats, well, they photobomb my videos often, so consider it. But anyway, back to why we're really here. So we're here because I did a local thrift haul today, and I am going to show you things in no particular order. There is a mess right now going on because I shot a couple of other videos today. So in no particular order, I am going to show you what I have. What I sourced today. So this is by J. Jill, a size large. It is just, it's 100% viscose, and it's just a plain old V-neck, 3/4 sleeve top. And I bought it with the intention of, hey, I may keep it for myself because I kind of like, you know, this is definitely me on a Saturday going to lunch, maybe with some jewelry, some whatever. But I would also could wear it to work. I could, you know, dress it up, tuck it in pants, dress pants, blah, blah, blah. Or I could sell it. And today at this thrift store, they were doing 50% off. So, off of everything in the store. So I was like, I saw this, I was like, I'm going to pick it up, whether I sell it or not. J. Jill, for me personally, is a good bread and butter brand. I usually don't sit very long with J. Jill, but I do think I'm going to keep that piece. So the next piece is by Land's End, and it is a size large, 14-16, and what it is 100%. It's a very thin, almost like flannel, and it's a sleep shirt in a light blue, long sleeve, with cuffs, red piping. So that is like that, and it's buttoned down or button up, however you like to say it. And it has like the little chest pocket. And I picked it up. I'll do some comps because I didn't do it in the store, but I'll check what the comps are on this. Or I could keep it myself for when I wear shorts and a t-shirt in the house and it's a little chilly. I could just like throw this on. Sorry about that. That were the hooligans. So the next thing that I came across in this store, and I picked it up again for myself, were these ankle-high legs. So there's 10 pair, and being that I work in the bank, you know, I wear things like this, and like the no-show, all that. So I picked this up. They charged me 50 cents. And I got 10 pair. New in box, and this box just popped open. The other one that I picked up was knee-highs in off black. So again, 50 cents, so I picked that up for myself. I also, while walking through the store, I don't know if this is a good brand or not. It's called Adore. And it is just like an open vest. I don't know if you can see that. I will try to remember to put a picture of it. It has the pleated back with the strings to tie it. And I'm thinking I may keep this for myself for work. So I got that. And I do always show what I get, whether I keep it or not. Sorry about that. There's people outside, my dogs do not like anyone coming near me or my home. They're the friendliest girls, but they just don't, they have no part of people near them or their house or me. Okay, the next item I picked up, and I picked this up because when I saw this, I was like, this is a vintage piece. It's by Carriage Court. I never sold Carriage Court. If any of you have, please, you know, send me a message. I will be doing research on this. I can't research anything in this building. I don't get any internet service. So when I go in there, it's just like, hey, let me just use my better judgment on what I have sold in the past. So this is, it feels like 100% cotton, a very thin cotton nightgown, a sleeveless nightgown. My grandmother would have called this maybe a house dress, but I think it's too sheer, too thin to be considered that. So there is a very light floral print of pink and a very light blue. It almost reminds me of sheets, and like even the thickness, like a very pair of well comfortable sheets. And then there's the eyelet collar. So that I am going to do comps on also. So I picked this up because in the past I have had a lot of success selling vintage items, granny core, cottage core, and to me, this fit both. So I am going to, you know, do some comps on that. And again, I did not pay that much money for what I'm showing you. The next piece, this is the thrift store. If you watch my videos, that I always say, if I'm going to find Victoria Gold Label, it's going to be in this store. This is the store that I find vintage clothing, vintage lingerie, just a lot of vintage items. I have to go through it, but because I'm so familiar with vintage pieces, I could usually kind of like look around and be like, oh, there's something I need to look at. But anyway, so this piece right here is just your black sheer baby doll with the lacing, the red lacing, matching red strap, but it is by Harley Davidson. Now, I have never came across like lingerie by Harley Davidson. There's like nothing wrong. There's no pulls, no nothing. There's a little pleat in the back, and then we have that for the front. So anyway, it's almost vintage. It's 90% nylon, 10% spandex. It's a size large, and it is from June of 2008. So I didn't know it was almost vintage, but because when I saw the Harley Davidson tag, whenever I pick up anything Harley Davidson, it sells. So that's what drew my eye to it. So if you're a reseller and you ever come across the Harley Davidson and you're new to reselling, definitely, if it's very worth picking up Harley Davidson. Good following. So what I liked about this baby doll is here on the side is the Harley Davidson logo. So that will be on the side when you wear it. Okay? So that was a fantastic piece that I picked up today. The other piece is also vintage, and I don't know if there was a maker on it. I don't think there's a maker, but the Union label is on it. So that's what the Union label looks like. Okay, right there. And think of your mom, your grandma. They used to wear these. these sheer robes with the elastic, the dainty lace on the sleeve, the tie-up, the embroidery, and on the bottom of it is more dainty lace. Hopefully, I remember to take pictures on my mannequin so you could get a better idea of how this looks. But yeah, so this is definitely a vintage piece. Again, I love, love, love selling vintage pieces. I sold a lot of vintage, you know, clothing since I've been doing clothing, tons of vintage houseware items. So that was the clothing part of it. So when I first walked in, I saw they had a lot of jewelry out, and this is also the place where I have found like the lapis beads and everything, which I have to get up, you know, listed for sale and all. So I was like, you know what? First go in the back. Start off in the back, work your way up. So that was my plan today. Was it a good plan? Probably not. But anyway, I found great, great pieces. So while I was working my way up, I also found a rag rug, and I've been wanting a rag rug in my bathroom, and it had all the colors that I wanted in this rag rug. Very like it's kind of like a boho look, but in my bathroom I have like some purples and some pinks and stuff like that, and whites, blues. So I see this rolled up rag rug, and I'm like $2 because everything was half price. I was like, you're coming home with me. I don't know what kind of shape you're in, but you're going to come home with me. It's worth the gamble. So as I'm doing, like looking at this rug, because it's rolled up and taped up, I'm like, I'll take a gamble, $2, no big deal. I hear some lady saying, well, yeah, I buy all the pendants and the jewelry, you know, anything sustainable. She goes, and coming to a thrift store, I feel like I'm giving back to my community. So I'm thinking to myself, oh geez, there's another reseller in here, because I have come across resellers, and I was like, oh my God. And then I'm thinking to myself, well, good for her. She's scoring a good jackpot. I didn't pick through it. I hope she finds wonderful pieces, because, I mean, I find wonderful pieces. So I go up with my rug and everything, and I asked the woman behind the counter, I said, because the store was kind of small, I said, hey, is it okay if I leave all this stuff up here? I also got a brand new set of sheets, never even opened. I paid, I don't know, $5 or something. Never opened, king size Egyptian cotton sheets. They're in my wash right now, otherwise I would show them to you. But brand new, never used. So I was like, what a score, king size bed, you know, they felt nice, so we will see. But anyway, so I go up there, because I'm like, oh, let me look at the jewelry. And when I looked at the jewelry, I was like, oh my God, it's like almost empty. And as she's walking, she says, I just found something in the cabinet. Could you, you know, open it when you're done with her? So the lady said, yeah. So I take a look, and she has like a hand basket. It was like this much, no lie, this much jewelry, like just in this hand basket like this, whoop, the whole diameter. And I was like, oh man, she must have found great pieces, good for her. So, because to me, like one of my friends, she resells, so I'm like, you know, good for you if you find something, because what sells for me might not sell for you. And it's just so much fun, you know, thrill of the hunt. So anyway, so she wants to look at a ring, and I looked as she was looking, and I looked at her and I said, I never think to look in that jewelry case. And she said, she goes, I usually do. She said, sometimes you can find really nice pieces. So as the lady, you know, behind the counter, she's taking out the ring, it looks like a turquoise ring to me, a silver tone turquoise ring. And she puts it on, she goes, oh man, she goes, it's not going to fit. This must be a 6.5. And she goes, look at this ring. She says it to me, and I look, I go, oh my God, that ring is beautiful. She goes, it is, isn't it? She goes, oh, she goes, is it cold to touch? Because it was hot as heck. They had the doors open. That's why my hair is up right now, because I got so overheated there. So she said, I don't know. I think it was cold to touch when I picked it up, but now it's warming up. So she said, bummer that it doesn't fit. So I said, well, maybe get it resized. I said, that ring is really nice. I said, it's unusual, it's different, blah, blah, blah. So she goes, well, try it on. So I go like this. I go, no. I go, I wear a 7. I go, it doesn't fit. So she goes, what about the other hand? And actually, now on the other hand, it's going down, but my finger was so swollen, I couldn't get it past this first knuckle. So she goes, what about the first, the other hand? I said, no. I said, it's never going to fit. It's never, ever going to fit. So I go, that ring is really beautiful, though. So she's looking at it, and she says, oh, it's stamped by the maker. And she said, she looked at me, and I said, well, why don't you get it sized? She said, I don't know. She goes, I don't know if I like it that much. She goes, but you seem to have a connection to it, and I can feel the connection you're having with it. And I said, really? And in my mind, I was like, yeah, it's a pretty ring. I could resell that. So she says, why don't you take it? And I said, are you sure? I said, you should get it. And she's like, no. She goes, you have a connection. She goes, I could feel it. You have a connection with this ring. And I said, are you sure? And she said, yeah. Now, this is a type ring that I would not wear every day. It would depend on my mood. So at first when I first saw it, I was like, wow, that ring would be good to resell. But then when she said, like, I had some kind of connection, I was just looking at her. And this has happened a couple of times, like in places, like sometimes I'll have something and someone will be like, oh man, that's really nice. And I'll be like, you know what? You take it, because I could see how much you would enjoy it. So this is the first time that happened to me. So I said to her, I would probably have to get it sized. So while I, was looking, I also found these cute pair of earrings, which there's something stamped on them. And they're just like a silver tone. I don't believe they're real silver, but they look like a butterfly. But when I flipped it over, it almost looked like a fairy. And I was like, those are cute. If I could clean those up, I would probably wear these like everyday earrings. They're originally $3. I was like $1.50. And then I noticed there was something on them. My old lady eyes, I don't know if it says RIB, RIR, NIB, BIB, or EL, or L. I'm not sure what it says. So I have like old lady eyes. So I'm going to have to, with my phone, which I'm recording with, I'm going to have to blow it up. But anyway, so back to the ring. So I'm driving home, and I was thinking actually about those earrings in the ride home, and I'm driving home with the ring like this on my finger because my fingers are swollen and I can't fit. So the air's blowing on them. So I'm at a light, and all of a sudden I go like this, and it went down a little, and I was like, whoa, I do not need to have this ring cut off my finger. So I pushed it back up. I'm driving home. I pull into my driveway. I'm looking at my phone. I'm like, oh, I missed a call from my daughter. And I call her, and the air's blowing on, and all of a sudden, the ring, it fits. This is the ring. It's by Stauer, S-T-A-U-E-R, Stauer. And when I looked it up, I believe this is Sedona turquoise. I don't know if it's real silver. I don't see a silver stamp, but I really didn't look at this ring. But look at the beautiful ring that it is. And when it all of a sudden popped on my finger and it fit, I was like, that lady was right. This this ring was meant to be mine. So no, it's not going to be up for sale. I do feel like that lady felt something, and I do believe that it may not be my everyday ring, but I do need to wear this ring. This is my lucky ring. So tell me what you think about my ring. So there it is. I kind of wish I should reach out maybe to Brighton from Brighten Your Day. He knows a lot about jewelry. But yeah, that is it. So I don't remember if I showed you the other pair of earrings. So these earrings, what drew my attention to them was I thought they were butterflies and I thought they were cute. And then when I flipped it around, I saw like a woman. And I was like, it's like a little fairy. So I want to clean them up and, you know, wear them. And by the way, the earrings that I'm wearing today are by Stephanie at TheStephStyle. So I'm going to take them off. I did do a video already with earrings that I purchased from her. And also, she also was so kind to send me another pair. But these are the earrings I am wearing. And this is made either, I don't know if it's a phone case or a box. And I'm not sure if it's Dior or Gucci, because she had both of them. But it's like she coats them in resin or something. But Stephanie is selling these earrings. I am going to put her link in my description box, because I did the unboxing today of the earrings that, you know, I purchased from her. But this video, my videos go out all crazy times, never in the right order for some reason. But yeah, these are the earrings. Here's the other one. I want to show you the other one. I got the stopper on them. So they're not a perfect match, each earring, but that's what I love about them. They are from the same box, but they don't have like the same pattern, and because it's from a box. And I thought these were like the coolest earrings. When she showed us, like we have a group, when she showed these earrings, I was like, oh my God, I gotta have a pair. And I loved every pair. I told her, you pick out the earrings, just send me any pair. I just love them all. So anyway, I am gonna wrap up this video. I know I kept you on a long time. I miss everyone. I haven't even gotten to watch my YouTube friends this past week with the bad weather we were having with that tropical storm Debbie. By the time this video, launches, that'll be a thing of the past. But so I want to leave you with everyone. Thank you for watching my video. I hope you have a great day. Enjoy, be safe, be well. Bye-bye.